Thank you, Natasha.
Eamon's leaning casually on a car, you may have noticed. We've got Quentin Wilson here this morning. If you're thinking of buying a new car, don't do it yet, because he's here. You've got all your top tips, haven't you? Is it a good
Wilson's
time to buy?
Wheels.
Wilson's Wheels. That's in a moment. But first, we're going back to Lauren in the hub. Martin and Emily are joining her. They want to hear what you've got to say. Oh, right.
You're not going to use
Share
them.
nicely.
Okay.
Thanks, guys. Hi, yes, lots of comments coming in on the biggest story, the child benefits story.
Oddly enough, Lauren, we're not going topless now as we talk cars. I thought we might have.
You're no fun, Quentin Wilson.
No fun at all. Why not? Why not deal in fun? Are fun cars practical? Cars without roofs?
OK, but the real bargains are cars like this.
Yes.
Yeah.
At the
Now,
moment.
this is a Skoda Citigo.
Made by Skoda, based on a car called the VW Up, which is great. But the thing about this is it's £69 a month. So you can get out of your used car, use that as a deposit, and get into a brand new car with free servicing and 0% finance for this predictable outlay of 69 quid a month. And that's what we need in these difficult times. I'm saying that sometimes it's cheaper to buy a new car like this than a used one, because you don't have all the bills and all the MOTs.
It's incredible.
It is good.
Before you go through why that's such a good deal, if I was going out to buy a car today, because it's a nerve-wracking thing,
This
you know,
has whet
it's
your
a big
appetite.
expense, isn't it? It's a big expense for the family budget or for single people. What are your top tips of what to do and not to do?
Well, don't go looking just for any car. Decide on a particular model and make. And there's no excuse not to be informed these days. The internet is stiff with stuff about used cars and new cars. So look at that, look at the reviews, find out which is good, which is not.
There's a great column in the Sunday Mirror every Sunday.
Apparently so. I wonder who writes
But
that.
I read it all the time.
And find out how important fuel is to you. Then you can find out what the fuel consumption is and things like that. And then if you're buying used, always check the history on a computer. So put into one of the search engines, computer car check, and they will tell you if it's been a write-off, or if it's owes finance, or has been in an accident, or has been clocked. So do your homework.
What about test driving?
A
'Cause
test
often they
drive?
don't
I'd
take
like
you
to
out for
think
very
so.
no, but often they don't take you out for very long. You, know,
Well,
you go out and you kind of
You could
poodle
have it
around,
all
you come
weekend
back.
if you wanted it.
Well, Eamon's right, because there's no limit on the amount of time you can spend in a test drive. So minimum 40 minutes.
Really?
And try
Oh.
everything. Windows, air conditioning, open all the doors, open the boot, even, you know, go into reverse and see that that works. There's no shame in really getting to know the car, get underneath the bonnet, look underneath it all, root through the service
But
history.
here's the question I have for you, Quentin. If you already own a car, are you best disposing of that privately, or do you trade it in?
It very much depends. On a car like this, if you took your old car to the dealer, he'll at the moment probably give you quite a good price, because they're desperate for business.
And there's the convenience of that as well.
Exactly. And if you're a single woman trying to sell a car on your own, it's
Yeah.
not a nice thing. So look at going to a dealer and trading in.
Okay, well, let's look at the second car, and this is a Citroen that you have here, and this is quite different, isn't it, with what we've got?
Well, this is different because it's electric. Now, I have to put my hands up here and make a confession. The Wilson family have been using one of these for the last 2 years. It is our default transport because it does 100 miles for £2 of electricity. You simply plug it into your wall socket in your garage, or
So literally, can I just stop? Because my brain goes, hang on, literally into the normal plug, anyway, like in your kitchen, through the window.
Yeah, that's all
A
very well
normal
and good,
plug.
darling, but if you're on the M40
Yeah.
and it suddenly...
Yeah.
What do you do then?
well, they're not for long distances.
Yeah.
But for around town, I could get 70 miles to one charge, and there are charging points now in lots of cities, so you could just top it up.
Which are free.
Free, and if you find a fast charger, it can top it up in 30 minutes. So you'll save £2,000 a year with an electric car like this. Used ones are now down to 10,000 quid for a year-old
Yeah.
one with about 1,500
Are they all
miles.
little like this?
Little, but Ruth, we should go out in this. It's fast, it's quiet.
Are you asking me on a date, Quentin
I
Wilson?
am. Come on, let's go in an electric car.
Do they have any that look like a Range Rover and make growls? I think no, it's nothing like no.
What would you do? You're not convinced,
But
are
until
you?
they do that, I'm not really interested. But this is a Honda Jazz. Now, what's so jazzy about this?
There's lots of carrying capacity. These start at £1,500 for an 03 plate that's done maybe 50,000 miles.
Yeah,
this
good
is a new
family
one.
Car,
This is
it
11.
packs up well,
03
good
plate.
loading bay in the
And-
back of it.
Did you say an 03 plate?
Yes, so it'd be a 2003. Sorry,
Okay.
dealer talk.
Yes.
But really good, sort of desperately reliable car that doesn't go wrong.
Can I ask a question? If you're looking for your family car, are you better off, because when you drive them out of the showroom, they depreciate by thousands, don't they? Literally the minute you leave the showroom. So would you advise looking for a one-year-old car?
Yeah,
so you've
demonstrator.
decided you want this Honda or this Fiat or whatever.
A nearly new car is best because then you don't have to pay all the VAT, which you get with the price of a new car. And all dealers will have pre-registered cars, demonstrators that you can buy at a discount. But you can buy this one on a monthly plan at £145 for a brand new one. But they're just great. And when you look at the carrying capacity at the back here, this is a small car that thinks it's a super mini. Look at what we've managed to get in here. So this is hugely, hugely practical, 400 litres of space. So in terms of a practical, easy to run, reliable family
Family car.
hatch, here it is. Its name is Jazz.
Can I ask you as well? If
No,
you're
don't
looking...
ask anything.
I want
Come
to
on,
know what's
no.
about warranties.
I've just seen the
What
car
warranty
once.
should you be looking
Warranties?
for?
Who
For how
cares?
long? For how long?
Well, you should, if you're buying a car
I
from a
can.
dealer, you should
I'm
really
sensible.
have a minimum of 1 year warranty. And if they're not prepared to put a 1 year warranty, he's
I'll
gone.
tell you what.
He's
No,
gone.
he's gone.
I'll give you £5,000.
Excuse
I'm
me.
saying that if you won the Euro Millions tonight,
Yes.
don't go and do the predictable thing and buy one of those obvious supercars. Buy one of these because it's going to be a much better long-term investment. It's a Mercedes SLS, and these wonderful gull-wing doors are just
It's such a
dramatic
boys'
and
car, isn't it?
theatrical.
Such
and
a
it's
boys'
the
car.
only
You look like it at home.
supercar I've ever driven where van drivers don't just let you out; they go, "Mint, mate." And Mrs. Wilson shops in this car. She uses it every day. It's a really easy, simple
Is this
car
this
to
is
drive.
purely design, kind of to make it look cool? There's no proper function
It's-
for the
no,
doors
it's
going
a flourish.
up. It's
We
a
like
flourish.
flourishes. Eamon, you understand, don't you?
You know, what I don't understand is how you would bring it to the supermarket. You know, and people with trolleys and opening
Well,
their
you
doors.
wouldn't.
I wouldn't bring it anywhere.
wouldn't.
Well,
Wouldn't leave the driveway.
You park it kind of to one side, but it is an easy car to drive, and women should be driving cars like this because they look so hot.
I
Yes.
have got the deal of the day, and talking about looking hot, for £279.99, a Ferrari. Beat this. Here's Mini Quinton.
Here's Mini
here today,
Quinton.
with the Toys R Us example. And what are we looking at here? Because this actually has the battery. in
California
there.
Spider. James, what's it like? Is it good? Yeah, he likes
James,
it.
can you take me for a
And this
spin?
is Toys R Us, £279.
£79.99.
There you are.
Yeah.
So, you're not convinced with that electric car? Are you convinced with this electric car?
But I'll tell you what, my friend, there are an awful lot of adverts, really lovely, attractive cars, two-tone colours. Peugeot are doing them, Citroën are doing them, Fiat are doing them, Peugeot are doing them, and they're very appealing come the summer.
This is the cult of personalisation, so you can have different roofs, different body colours, different interiors. Some cars have like 5 million different colour combinations, and that's great because at the moment the consumer is king. We can have what we want. We're getting fantastic deals on new cars, used cars,
Right.
and we can have them in any colour we want.
That's us, we're out of time, love. I know you haven't got your earpiece in, so sorry. You're talking away and you can't hear what they're
No.
saying about you in the ear.
Probably
But
a good
I'll
thing.
tell you during the break
Is it not
because
good?
it's
I
fine.
don't care, I'm going for a
Fine.
spin with James
Thanks
anyway.
very much indeed. That's
going
put you
for a
in the
spin,
mood to
aren't we?
change. Hope there was some good advice there for you. Thank you, Mini Quinton. Thank you very much indeed. We're taking a break and we're going to be back right after this. Don't go away.
Come on, shall I hop in?